Welcome to Superfast 50. I'm Rukma, and over the next few minutes, I'll be taking you through the top 50 stories that we're tracking at this hour. Delhi police have arrested Aftab Poonawalla for murdering his live-in partner Shraddha. The alleged murder took place on the 18th of May, and the case was cracked 6 months after the gruesome killing. Delhi police reveal that Aftab chopped Shraddha's body into nearly 35 pieces. After strangulating her, he stored the chopped body parts in a fridge purchased a day after the murder. Investigations reveal that Aftab disposed of the body parts one at a time over a period of 15 to 18 days. As per the police, some body parts were recovered from the forests in Mehrauli. Police have recovered the bones from Aftab's rented residence in Mehrauli, where Shraddha was murdered. Searches are underway to find the other missing parts of her body. Sources have told Republic that Aftab was picked up on the 12th of November and was questioned by Delhi police for 3 consecutive days before he confessed to his crime. He was taken to the flat with 2 others on day 1. On the second day, he was taken there with the forensics team, and on the third, he was taken again. The fridge in which he had kept Shraddha's body was seized on the 13th of November. Investigations reveal that Aftab used incense sticks and potpourri in the flat to douse the stench of the dead body in his Mehrauli residence. Investigations by Delhi police have started after Shraddha's father's complaint was launched on the 10th of November. The father had revealed that he spoke to Shraddha a couple of times when she was in a relationship, and she told him about the abusive relationship with Aftab. He also said that Shraddha's friend raised the red flag on her disappearance and suspected Aftab's role in her disappearance. Vasai police have revealed that Shraddha's father had filed a missing complaint. They located Aftab based on a mobile tower location. Police also revealed that Shraddha and Aftab met through a dating app when she was working at a call center.
उस टाइम में उसका एक आफ्ताब पूनावाला एक जो लड़का है उससे उसका बम्बल अपनी मात्र से पहचान हुआ था, और उनका वो पहचान से बाद में उनका दोस्ती बढ़ गई, लव अफेयर हो गया, और वो अक्टूबर 19 में उसने पिताजी को बोला कि मेरा ऐसा अफेयर है करके। तो घर वाले ने उसको ना बोला, तो उन्होंने खुद लड़की ने और ये लड़के ने लिव रिलेशन रहने का डिसीजन लेके वो मार्च 22 में वो वापस नॉर्थ इंडिया में कुछ घूमने के बहाने गए, और वहाँ से उधर वो लोग छात्रपुरा पहाड़ी इलाका में रहते थे।
Republic spoke to Shraddha's friend, who revealed that Shraddha was in an abusive relationship with Aftab. He also said that Aftab looked like a seasoned criminal to him.
झगड़ा हुआ था जब उसने मुझे व्हाट्सएप पे ऐसा मैसेज करके बोला कि प्लीज़ यहाँ मेरे घर पे आ जा, मुझे बाहर लेके जा, अगर आज रात को मैं इसके साथ घर पे रही तो ये मुझे मार डालेगा। ऐसा भी झगड़ा हुआ है उनके बीच में, और हम दोस्तों ने मिलके उसको उसके घर से उस दिन बाहर भी निकाला था और आफ्ताब को वार्निंग भी दी थी।
BJP leader Kapil Sharma raises questions over the silence of the secular brigade in the Shraddha murder case. He claims that fake secularism and jihadi shiksha is the reason for the murder. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reaches for G20 summit and is expected to put forward India's perspective on addressing key global challenges in areas of health, post-pandemic economic recovery and energy and food security at the all-crucial summit in Bali. Police bust fake call center scam in Patna. According to police officials, they have arrested 16 people so far. 114 SIM cards, over 60 mobile phones, 7 laptops have been seized. Further, police say over 5 crore rupees from 25 accounts also traced.
तेलुगु, झारखंड, बिहार, हर लैंग्वेज के स्पीकिंग के पर्सन्स वहाँ पे मिले। 16 लोगों को हमने वहाँ से गिरफ्तार किया। 114 सिम कार्ड, 60 से ज़्यादा मोबाइल फ़ोन, 7 लैपटॉप्स, 20 पीपल और 25 अकाउंट, जिसके अंदर 5 करोड़ से ज़्यादा का ट्रांजैक्शन हो चुका है। 1000 एक्यूज़ हम अभी तक, 1000 विक्टिम्स हम अभी तक इसमें कनेक्ट कर चुके हैं।
Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud on Monday stressed making the process of listing matters transparent and objective and employing technology to eliminate the element of human interface in the listing process. Addressing a gathering on the occasion of his felicitation ceremony organized by the Supreme Court Bar Association, Justice Chandrachud appreciated his predecessor, Chief Justice U. Lalit, for taking concrete steps towards making a listing of matters more transparent. Chhattisgarh Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel on Monday says Congress will announce names of its candidate for upcoming by-polls in the Bhanu Pratappur constituency of Kanker district within 2 days. Chief Minister Baghel says they have had a meeting and names of probable candidates for the by-polls were discussed. An ex-AAP Vijay Nair approaches Delhi High Court alleging that sensitive information related to his case and the new excise policy were being leaked to the media by the CBI and ED. High Court asked CBI ED to place the officially released press communications. Delhi court to record Sisodia's close associate Dinesh Arora's statement after he sought to turn approver in the excise policy case. Punjab and Haryana High Court dismissed a petition filed against parole of Gurmeet Ram Rahim. During the hearing of PIL file seeking cancellation of Gurmeet Ram Rahim's parole, High Court says petition was not maintainable. Amazon reportedly to lay off thousands of employees and implement cost-cutting measures as the last few quarters, the company says, have not been profitable. According to the reports, the company could fire as many as 10,000 employees starting as soon as this week. If the total number of layoffs stays around 10,000, this would be the biggest layoff in the history of Amazon. In a bid to reform the structure of the energy system in Uttar Pradesh, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath directs officials to work on a mission mode to roll out the centre's and state's revamped distribution sector scheme, RDSS, in which the state government has a 60% stake at the earliest. State government instructs all electricity supply companies, DISCOMs, to prepare an action plan in order to offer consumers an uninterrupted and secure power supply. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai on Monday announced his 2,000 classrooms constructed in the Kalyana, Karnataka region. While talking to reporters at the airport, Bommai says out of 8,000 new classrooms constructed across the state, 2,000 are under construction in the Kalyan, Karnataka region. Assam Chief Minister on Monday launches much-awaited mission Basundhara 2.0 in official ceremony held at Srimanta Shankardev Kalakshetra in Guwahati. Apart from the formal launch of the service under Mission Basundhara 2.0, the Assam Chief Minister also launches National Generic Documents Registration System and e-stamping facilities in the state. Mild earthquake of magnitude 3.2 on the Richter scale shakes Singrauli district of Madhya Pradesh on Monday. National Centre for Seismology says earthquake of magnitude 3.2 in Madhya Pradesh's Singrauli reported around 2:35 p.m. on Monday. Massive fire in cotton go down inside Eidgah Market in Katkar police station area of Moradabad. 3 fire tenders rushed to the spot for rescue operations. Indian Navy to kickstart third edition of Coastal Defence Exercise Sea Vigil 22 from today. Exercise to be conducted over 2 days as per official statement. National level Coastal Defence Exercise was conceptualized in 2018 to validate various measures instituted towards enhancing maritime security since 2011. As many as 15 to 20 labourers fear trapped in Mizoram's Nathyal district after stone quarry collapses on Monday. Incident at around 3 p.m. in the Modar area in the Hathial district. Meanwhile, further details are awaited. Major crackdown on drugs as 155 kgs of poppy husk drugs were seized by police in Taragar, Pathankot after a truck was stopped and searches conducted. Case filed against 2 people, including driver under NDPS Act, and truck was coming from Madhya Pradesh. Clash occurs between 2 groups over trivial issue in Shivamoga's Bhadravati town with a matter of contention being WhatsApp status. Many injured in the incident, taken to hospital. Case registered at Bhadravati Town Police Station against all involved. Massive fire in Jammu and Kashmir's Ramban district. Several homes engulfed in the blaze. Karnataka Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai defends government's move to paint thousands of school classrooms to be constructed on the newly launched Viveka scheme in saffron colour. Aam Aadmi Party's Gujarat Chief Ministerial candidate Isudan Gadhvi to contest next month's assembly elections from Khambhalia seat. In his home district of Dev Bhumi Dwarka, party's national convener Arvind Kejriwal announces. Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky hails Russian withdrawal from Kherson as beginning of the end of the war on Monday, as he lauds soldiers and takes selfies with them in the recently liberated southern city. Zelensky walked the streets of the city on Monday, just hours after warning in his nightly video address of booby traps and mines left behind in the city by the Russians before their retreat. Ukrainian President Zelensky hands out awards to soldiers in the newly retaken city of Kherson. Retaking of Kherson is one of Ukraine's biggest successes in nearly 9 months since the invasion by Russia. NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg says Russia's withdrawal from Kherson demonstrates incredible courage of the Ukrainian armed forces, but warned that underestimating Russia would be a mistake. Speaking alongside Dutch ministers Ollongren and Hoekstra, Stoltenberg went on to advise that the Russian armed forces retained significant capability as well as a large number of troops. Russian presidential spokesman Dmitry Peskov refuses to comment on Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to Kherson, saying only that you know that it is the territory of the Russian Federation. And 3 people were killed, many others wounded in a shooting late Sunday at the University of Virginia, according to the school's president. According to police officials, search is on for the suspect, Christopher Donald Jones Jr., who remains at large. Turkish Vice President Fuat Oktay says a bomb which rocked a bustling pedestrian avenue in the heart of Istanbul, killing 6, appeared to be a terrorist act. Emergency vehicles rushed to the scene on Istiklal Avenue as the bomb blast took place through the popular thoroughfare lined with shops and restaurants leading to the iconic Taksim Square. Thousands of anti-government protesters returned to the streets of Moldova's capital on Sunday to express dismay over alleged government failings amid an acute winter energy crisis and skyrocketing inflation. Protesters converged in Chisinau, chanting slogans as they marched towards the Constitutional Court. They called for an early election and the resignation of Moldova's pro-Western president, Maia Sandu. 10,000 veterans nearly took part in a solemn march in London as Britain's King Charles III led a Remembrance Day service for the first time as monarch. The service started with a 2-minute silence to remember servicemen and women who lost their lives in past conflicts. Tens of thousands of public health workers and their supporters staged demonstration in Spanish capital Madrid, demanding more staff in primary healthcare centers. Demonstrators were also protesting claims to progressive dismantling of the public health system in favor of the private sector by Madrid's conservative regional government. Indonesia hosts leaders of the world's 20 largest economies in its island paradise of Bali for a 2-day summit to discuss how they can cooperate on building a more stable future. Chinese President Xi Jinping meets with US President Joe Biden on Monday in Bali as they both attend the G20 summit, their first meeting since Biden took office nearly 2 years ago. Biden and Xi were meeting separately ahead of the summit, and Xi said the current status of the China-US relationship is not in the interests of either of the two countries and that he looked forward to working closely with Biden. Indonesian President Joko Widodo held bilateral meetings on Monday with world leaders ahead of the G20 summit in Bali. Widodo met with Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida, followed by European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. President Joko Widodo met with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan as well in Bali. Erdogan is one of many world leaders and other dignitaries traveling to the Indonesian island for the G20 meet. Canada's Justin Trudeau said on Monday that the Russian war with Ukraine was creating food and energy crisis and that disruptions to grain shipments and energy supplies have pushed costs of living sharply higher. The Canadian leader was addressing the Business 20, that's the B20 summit, the official dialogue forum with the global business community ahead of the two-day G20 summit, which starts in Bali today.
An energy crisis. It's disrupting supply chains and raising the cost of living. Families are worried that they're not going to be able to put food on the table or won't be able to heat their homes during winter. These challenges are real, and only through collaboration between business, governments, civil society can we create real lasting solutions. And technology, if used right, is definitely a tool that will help us build a better future for everyone.
Nasser Kanani, Iranian Foreign Ministry spokesperson, said on Monday that missiles fired from Iran on northern Iraq were legitimate. Speaking during his regular briefing, Nasser Kanani also said the attack came after the Iraqi government and the local government of the Kurdish region failed to honor their commitments. George Russell won his first race in Formula One by 1.5 seconds over his teammate Lewis Hamilton. At the Brazilian Grand Prix, it was also Mercedes' first GP win of an otherwise disappointing season, with Hamilton making it an impressive 1-2 for the team in a statement of intent for next season. Rafael Nadal, after his bid to win one of the few titles missing from his glittering career, started poorly as he was beaten in straight sets by 8-seeded Taylor Fritz in their opening match at the ATP Finals. As staked to a 4-shot lead in the Houston Open, Finau stretched it to 8 shots on the back 9 and sailed to his third PGA Tour victory of the year with 3 bogeys that only affected the margin. Tony Finau closed with a 1 under 69 and won by 4. And Switzerland won the biggest prize in women's team tennis for the first time after Belinda Bencic completed a near-perfect tournament, beating Australia's Alja Tomljanovic in straight sets on Sunday in the Billie Jean King Cup final. And that's all we have for you in this edition of Superfast 50. News and updates continue on Republic. Stay tuned.